Every part I decide to do, and every character I decide to step into, I have to find a way to understand her fully, 100%, to not pretend things, to not come in and fake and do things that I don't know where to get it from myself. So I always have to find a way to translate things from me into this person. And for, when I was prepping, trying to find Isabelle, it hit me that it was really kind of hard for me, because she's not driven by, she is quite different from everything else I've done, because she's kind of mentally and emotionally disturbed. She has like a crack inside, and she's extremely intelligent, and she's very good at reading people and kind of collecting information that she's using later on, but that kind of delayed reaction that she's kind of keeping so much inside, and the way her thoughts kind of goes. To try to understand her inner psychological landscape was really tricky, but I was talking to Brian a lot, and I was also working with a professor in psychosis and in mental diseases to kind of try to understand what kind of diagnosis she has. But we worked quite close and kind of discussing and working on the script to track down the relationship between me and Rachel, and also to understand my character. I really wanted to work with Rachel, and I think she's fantastic. And when Brian came with this to me, and he mentioned Rachel, it felt like, wow, it can be such a dream scenario, because it's quite unusual to be given that kind of gift of, getting the opportunity to step into a relationship between two women that is not kind of a cute relationship or just friends, or because they are so competitive, and they are kind of raising the game, and it's like a deadly manipulative game between them that kind of twists harder and harder and faster, and they are quite similar but still on different sides. And discovering that together with Rachel and with Brian was kind of amazing, but it got to my brain and my soul. I had the most crazy dreams, and I was quite dark inside some days, right? We did different takes, and some of them were kind of a little bit more sexual maybe, and some were kind of colder, because I think those two women, they use sex as a weapon. They're not in love, and they're not really attracted to each other, but it's one of the tools they use against each other and against people around them. That's something. It's kind of amazing to work with Brian, because he's so quick. He always knows, immediately if you step into a room, yes, no, like to every small details, big things. So you're very precise. And I remember we had like costume fittings, and we had many like big brands and designers that I like, and you were so spot on with everything straight away.
And Noomi, how much did you get to decide and pick the clothing and the things that Isabelle wears? Because she changes through the film as a character, and so her wardrobe does.
Yeah, I think you gave me a lot of freedom to kind of find what kind of dresses or clothes she was wearing, and we kind of worked quite closely with finding out when she starts to transform, and if it's she's planning things, and when she makes her moves, and when she kind of in her whole master plan start to change her outfit, because the black suit and the bangs are so much a uniform, and then she's been dressed like that for many years, and then when she starts to slowly change into something else, it's small details that you can kind of see, and they say a lot.